we're back. My first guest tonight stars on the enormously popular HBO series The Sopranos. Please welcome Michael Imperioli. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
Can you believe? I mean, you always knew you had a good show, but this thing just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I know, man.
They had a premiere in New York the other night for the 5th season, and just everybody who was anybody was there.
It was nuts, yeah. It was like even Giuliani got, I think, they asked him for ID or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. No one can get into this thing.
It was tough.
Yeah, this is great, and I mean, people are saying great things about this season. The reviews for those episodes they showed
It's a hot season.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you something about your cast. I met him a couple times. James Gandolfini seems like a very cool guy. But when you watch the scenes, especially the scenes between you and Gandolfini, he seems like he'd be a scary guy to act with, because when he is so good at acting mad that sometimes, I swear to God, you have to be and he's such a big guy, you've got to be scared doing those scenes with him.
Yeah, he's a great actor, and he's a passionate actor, and he's... You know, everything I do with him, he's always grabbing me, saying, "What the hell are you doing, Christopher?"
Right.
You know,
right.
Every scene is pretty much.
It's like the Skipper and Gilligan.
It's exactly that. That's
the dynamic.
That's a template that we based.
Isn't he now? This season, he's hitting you with his hat a lot. I've noticed that.
And you know, it's like he always grabs me by the collar all the time. You know, and he's a big guy. He's a strong guy. He gets into. He's a great actor.
Right.
So someone grabs you by the. You know, they're grabbing you like this, and you do it 20, 30 times to get the scene finally, and then you get, like, I have to explain to my wife why there's these, you know, red marks all over my neck.
Which
I tell
could
him
be
it's
a
Jimmy
problem.
And says, oh, that's okay.
That could not go well for you, yeah.
Right. She knows it's him.
Because he gets into it so much that he actually roughs you up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, that's an occupational hazard.
Okay.
Hey,
it happens on talk shows, too. Sometimes I really have to lose it on a guest, and you don't want to see that, because I got the guns.
Gets rough sometimes.
Don't laugh at that, yeah. So the other thing I've noticed, and I think we've all noticed about the show, is that Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini's character, is eating constantly. And, you know, whenever there's a scene, he doesn't even have to be in a place where there necessarily would be food. If he's in a scene in a gas station or deep in the desert, he's always eating pasta or,
well,
you know.
all of us are.
You're always all eating.
It's part of the show, but, you know, if you watch... The last show of the last season is this big, profound fight between Carmela and Tony, you know, and about their breakup and this serious thing. And if you notice, if you go back and watch it, they have this big, huge fight, and she walks away, and he's in the kitchen, and he's so mad at her, and he grabs the refrigerator door and rips it open and goes right for the gabagool, you know? And it's like... Which is what you got to do when you're angry. We lifted that from Shakespeare.
Right, yeah.
Henry V.
Right,
There's a scene in the gabagool scene.
Yeah, yeah. Othello always eating gabagool.
Always eating gabagool,
There's a lot of gabagool in Shakespeare.
That's
right. Yeah, and I would, you know, I have to say, as a viewer, when I watch that show, I get really hungry, because the stuff always looks so good, too. Is there just a lot of food on the set?
Yeah, there's a lot of food all around, you know. But it's like when you start eating meatballs at 7 in the morning, by noon, they're not so good anymore. You know?
But then, 4 in the afternoon, they get really good again.
You get hungry again.
Now, I heard, I don't know if this is true, that the show, The Sopranos, the people that work there have heard from real people in the Mafia who've given their critique of the show.
We've gotten some critiques. Well, what happened was early on there was a scene at a barbecue in the backyard, and Tony Soprano's there in shorts, and somehow Jimmy got a call from somebody saying, "We love the show. It's very good, but a Don doesn't wear shorts."
Why? Why doesn't a Don wear shorts?
I think it's you know, it's kind of a, I don't know. Can you see? I mean, well. You have the vice president wearing a G-string, so maybe this is a moot point, but I don't know. I think it's a thing of respect and, you know,
they
position.
feel that someone wearing shorts doesn't have, it's not the image they want for the classic Don.
Right, it's not PC.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that, because we actually, we had heard that you'd got this call, and we looked into it, and we actually found proof that some former Dons have worn.
You did?
Yeah, take a look at this. Is a shot of Capone. You don't see that often.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one of Sammy the Bull Gravano wearing Bermuda shorts. And this is John Gotti. This shocked me that he was very surprising. It's just those photos don't get around.
You may get a phone call about that.
Yeah, Max. Max is starting my car tonight. Yeah. Max, go start my pacer up, would you? Now, this is interesting. I heard this quote that you had said this. I don't know if this is true, but that, you know, of course, The Sopranos is a great show, but it can be quite violent. I think the violence is handled well. It's artistically done, but you sometimes find those scenes difficult because you don't like to watch violent things.
No, I don't find them difficult to play because when you're playing it in the show, you see all the gimmicks. You know it's fake. You see the fake blood and the squibs blowing up. But I have a problem watching violence in movies. I don't know. I'm very uncomfortable. You know, I'm resistant to go see Passion. I'm sure it's great, but I'm worried about, do I want to watch a man being flogged with his, you know, rib cage exposed for half an hour? I don't know. It tears me up. I don't know what that is about.
Well, no, I think that's actually the correct response. You know what I mean? That says something about our society when you're going like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I have trouble watching a man beaten to death for an hour. I apologize.
Right, that's true. I don't know.
Don't apologize for that. How many more seasons? What's the plan for The Sopranos?
The plan is we're about to, Sunday night begins the 5th season. We have 13 shows. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Which is good.
Sunday. And we're going to go back next year and shoot the final, 6th season will be a final season. And the plan is to do 10.
You're going to do so that's going to be it. You're going to stop after that.
That's going to be it. Yeah.
Any idea of how it's going to end?
I don't know how it's going to end, but I'm sure it's not going to be pretty.
It would be very strange if everybody just hugged and got into a Suburban and drove off.
Right, exactly.
Let's go to the beach. Okay, yay! Yeah, that's why they don't let me write those shows. Well, the season premiere of The Sopranos airs Sunday night at 9 on HBO, and I'm sure I don't have to get the word out on that. But, Michael, congratulations to you. Thanks a lot for coming by. Michael Imperioli, Kenan Thompson coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.